Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Dr. Stone Season 3 Episode 22 Beyond the New World. Tsukasa is waking up and I'm excited. So before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/feeling. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
I was rewatching Dr. Stone, and then when it clearly they were gonna wake up Tsukasa, I'm like, you know what? I need to finish. I need to see the whole of the episodes until they put him to sleep. Just to catch up before they wake him up, so that I can remember exactly what happened. Because when I was thinking they were gonna wake him up or something, I didn't fully remember exactly what happened, like why they had to put him on ice. So getting to see that again was pretty cool. Like him and Senku teaming up against Hyoga and him being stabbed, and I'm excited.
所詮賭けだがな。ぶっつけ本番試すっきゃねえんだ。センク、合理的な貴様なら真っ先にドクターストーンで治すはずだ。違うか？ために取っておいた。なぜだ？
Wait,
考えうる理由は。
you can only use it once?
石化装置の電池切れだ。
What the hell?
最後に茨固めたとき、俺の指定は5メートル。だが広がった石化光線はせいぜい半径1メートルちょいだった。ありえない、そんなこと。光は決して広い範囲で使ってはいけないんだよ。
Oh, so it drained the energy when it covered that whole island. Oh, throwback. Yeah.
石化解除の周辺修復効果を逆手にとって治療に使わせていただくんだよ。
Then him and Senku were talking, and he just went to sleep, and Senku kept talking and started crying. Oh.
未来、全力で握りしめておくんだ。つかの光でも効き目があるかもしれん。気休めすぎんだろ、んなもん。潰れちゃう、未来ちゃんの手が。気休めでもやらねえよりはマシか。携帯とかヒゲ剃りとかも充電切れても一回切ってつけると。
Man, this show tugs at your heart, man.
1メーター、1セカンド。復活液。
No, why does it feel like his voice changed?
さすがにちょっと失ったね。
月へ行ける人数はわずかだ。単体で強い戦士が必要。俺を復活させたのはひとえにそのためだね。
Maybe it's because I watched the rewatch in English. That's why his voice sounds different.
って見たくもねえわ。
Right.
私たの二人とも好きくないからって。なんという空気。
He's being get carried away
だって強
for a
い人
while
欲
now.
しいだけね。
あの者が司。一目でわかる。松風と申します。司殿、司祭なければ落ち着いた後、いずれ手合わせ願いたい。参りました。司長完全復活じゃん。やばすぎるっしょ。やっぱ千空殺すわとか悪いこと言い出したら。
Oh my god. Are you shaking?
松風、彼も十二分な実力者だよ。戦士として仲間に加わるわけにはいかない。
We don't care about that.
理想の世界のために石像たちを傷つけたその事実は消え。
ああ、いい
See?
なそういうの。
電池切れってことは一人だけ石化しなかった千空はもうずっと日々が消えないままになっちゃったんだよ。
ホワイマンに勝ち石化の謎を解明すれば
They can do it themselves.
で直し放題だしな。
千空ちゃん一人ずるいじゃない。みんなの戦化粧が消えるのはみんなで石化の元凶に勝ったそ
Oh, Kenu. That's not how it looked. I don't remember how it looked, but that's not it.
司ちゃんもどう？ほら。
終わりづらい。
これは断りづらい。
Trying to make him feel included,
あ
right?
りがとう、ケン。
I feel like Gen did all of that because Tsukasa was not feeling like he's worthy of becoming a member of the Kingdom of Science.
これもうホワイマンがどんなんでも余裕で勝てん
We don't know who Wyman is, though.
速攻で攻め込むぞ。
Was it going over the world?
探検隊ね。探検のプロさえいれば。お誰に物言ってやがれ。素材でも。
But it's like all over the world, though.
本当にめっぽうちょろいな君
You can't just walk all over the world. Well, either have a ship.
ゲン、君が裏切って。俺の最大の間違いは君を復活させたこと。君がいてくれて本当に良かった。
俺はほら一人じゃ何にもできないから。
一人でできることなど所詮たかが知れています。
Mhm. She's always
フランスワちゃんがそれ言う。
今度の航海は世界中になるからな。規模が違うぞ。少なくとも数十。
Yep.
速攻でこの宇宙船ロードマップ模型にしてほしいって。
ああ、立体になってりゃ適当にちょちょいでいい。
3D?
適当にちょちょいでとかね。
いるいる。そういうこと言う人。
Is-
見せてあげなきゃ。
But because he knows you're gonna make it.
宇宙船のロードマップ完成しちゃったぞーい。
さすが早えじゃねえか職人コンビ。ああ、
かっけえ。
これが宇宙船の。凝りすぎだろてめえら。
あべえ。なんだこれ、マジ？超合金が気になるな。欲しい。
世界中で石像を復活させまくって世界各地に新しい街を作る。壮大すぎない？
Math City?
宝島のおかげでもはや復活駅は作り放題だ。
それぞれの街で掘って作って集めたら。
Cool.
少しだけ怖いのは行く先々でたくさん人を復活させる。
Uh-huh.
ゲンが心配してた組織の上限人数 ダンバー数ね。
起こした中にすげえ悪いやつとかも混じってんだろ。
ただそれはおそらくだけど、悪人が暴れて乱れるようなことはないよ。大丈夫。
でも
大丈夫。
Is he gonna threaten them?
もし知らなくてもすぐわかることになるしね。
すげえな、司パワー。
Oh, like-
賞金10万ドラゴを出そう。賞金ドラゴ。
リュウス、
ay, ay, ay.
ツカさんと混ぜるな、危険だから。相性最悪すぎるから。
Mm-hmm.
私だってね、君のこともともと。
Why is he smiling?
無駄だな。貴様がどれだけ俺を大嫌いであろうと、俺は貴様が大好きだ。
Huh?
俺は全ての女が大好きだ。金は人を支配するためのものじゃない。意志をまとめるためのものだ。それこそが人類が最強たるゆえんだ。違う。
Oh.
叩き起こしまくんぞ。アルコールが入りまくる。
そっか。復活液の原料ってほとんどがアルコールだから。
Okay. Because I'm like, what? Is this for those who drink?
最初に作る街はコーンの街。アメリカ大陸だ。
焼きもろこしが食べれるのか。
イエローデントっつってな。これでジャブジャブアルコール作りゃ人類70億人全員復活も見えてくる。
What you thinking?
ちゃんと俺とクロムちゃんでさ、レコード使ってみんな騙して地獄に落ちる大嘘
I don't remember because I just watched it.
なんか落ちる前についに本当にしちゃうのね、自分らの手で。
ああ、
Lillian Weinberg.
行くぞ。世界一周街づくりツアー。
くっそワクワクするじゃねえか。見てやんぜ。
I don't know. I'm so happy for you.
ああ、俺らは
I'm going to
宇
space.
宙に行く。
He's gonna get to fulfill his dream.
そそるぜ。これは
Is it about to be over? Oh. Yes, it is. Final season. Oh. Oh. I was just here. I'm like, you know what? Let me just listen to the. Oh. I didn't tell you to start. I thought I paused you. Ah. ¿Qué está pasando? So I was just sitting here, you know, because I feel like I don't listen to the outro. I can't remember how many times I've listened to the outro. So with this being the final episode of the season, I'm like, you know what? Let me just let it play out. I wasn't really thinking about them showing anything at the end of it. And then they were like, final season confirmed. Makes me feel sad. That season 4 is the final season, although it makes sense because, you know, the show started with the whole world being petrified, and Senku wanted to revive everyone and wanted to find out the source of it, who was behind it, and all those things. Now we know the person, Y-Man, is on the moon, so we're making our way there basically, and that's what season 4 is gonna be about. So it's like it makes sense that it's the final season. It just makes me feel sad, you know, because I love this show so much. I love the characters so much, and like I said, I believe it was last episode, the way I was feeling emotional about it, I'm like, wait, is this the final episode of the season? And then I talked about during my discussion how usually the penultimate and the final episode usually makes me feel emotional, and that's exactly what happened here too. Because when they were trying to wake up Tsukasa, and then they put the Medusa on him, and then you have Taiju, pressing it down. Well, first Mirai was the one that was holding it, right? I believe, and then Taiju with his hand, and I believe Kuaku also came, and then it was Senku, right? At one point, again, also had his hand in there, and then also Chrome, I believe, was the last person to put his hand on there, and all of them saying, was it 1 meter? 1 second though? I don't, either way, all of them said it, and then Tsukasa got petrified, he threw on the food, and then he woke up, and it was all nice and shiny. I don't know, just it made me feel emotional. First off, because all of them were putting their hands on there to make sure that he wakes up, And then when he finally woke up, do you see her sister crying? And I'm feeling emotional at work again. And the way he, after the journalist also, has a soft spot. She has a soft spot for him. So she was also crying. And then Tsukasa just like walk right beside Senku. He's like, what's the I forgot. How can I forget? Like, that's exactly what he said the first time around when they first woke him up. When Taiju and Senku were in danger from the lion, he woke up and he's like, okay, what's the situation? What's the situation? And he said the same thing. It's like, and then when he told that they were going to attack the moon, and his facade broke for a second. Oh, that's so cute. And then, when he was like, I've basically destroyed statues. I can't just be like, okay, I want to join the kingdom of science. And I'm like, we don't care about that. And then Senku said the same thing. And then, I believe it was Suika that was talking about how among all of them, that Senku was the only one that had the cracks and everything. And then again, just like on his face, and he's like, gonna wear this as a sort of like as a badge of honor until we, excuse me, stop a white man, basically. And everybody joined in, and Tsukasa also joined in, and that's how he became a member of he joined the Kingdom of Science. And I feel like I said it during the episode, I feel like Gen did that on purpose. He's a mentalist. He usually, when people are feeling awkward about something, he may do something to make you feel more at ease. And with Tsukasa not feeling like he's worthy of becoming a member of the Kingdom of Science, he did that, to sort of like include Tsukasa and making me feel more at ease. That's what I think. It may not be why he did it, but I like to think that that's what it is, So they made a group. He gave them this 3D thing to build, and they made a giant thing. And even Senku was like, what the heck? And Senku was like, okay, we're going to be going around the world, right? We're going to need a whole lot of people. We're going to need to gather a whole lot of materials. And as we're going around the world, we're going to be making up cities, like all over the place. And one of them was Math City. I'm like, why? But yeah, and the first one they're going to make is Corn City, because they're going to need to make a whole lot of alcohol. And I guess they're going to need corn for that. And they're going to the Americas, right, to get it. I always say that whenever they go on a new thing, I always want Chrome to go. When they were on the ship, when they were trying to decide who was going to go to the moon, and I said that I wanted Chrome to go because he is a science person, and I want him to experience all the new things that they need to experience, And when they were trying to decide who was going to go on the trip, I'm like, no, not even before that. I think it was was the episode before they were trying to decide who was gonna go. During my discussion, I was going through the people that I wanted to go on the trip before we noticed, before we were told basically that there were only gonna be 3 people, I believe. Was it set in stone or did they just write off 3 people? They said they needed like a science person that was the most apt science person, and we all knew that was going to be Senku. And they said they were going to need some kind of navigation person, and we knew that was going to be Ryusui. And then they were like, "Oh, we need the strongest person, fighter. We need a fighter," and that's where Tsukasa came in. So before they were writing off those 3 people, I thought there was going to be more than 3 people on the spaceship. So I wanted Chrome to be in there, you know, because like I said, I wanted to experience all those things. And then when they were on the ship leaving for the Americas, and then they were showing everyone's excitement at going on the trip, you know. But then it was Chrome that actually spoke about getting to see the world and all those things. That's why I'm like, I love it, Chrome, man. I want him to experience everything. Like everything. If they can have him on the spaceship, I want them to, take him to the moon. I want him to experience that as well. And get them going to the moon is like Senku's dream as well. Ever since he was a little kid, that's why he said he was going to go to space. He was going to go to the moon immediately, and they started building the spaceships, those mini spaceships, with Taiju doing the grunt work and him being the brain. And usually I coming in with the little dolls that they launched into space and all of that. He hasn't actually gone to space yet. His father's the one that did. So with him now being part of the team that was gonna go to the space to face Wyman to the moon, to face Wyman is gonna be like a dream come true for him as well. Oh, that moment between Ryusui and Tsukasa, where Ryusui was like he's gonna give 100,000 Drago, and Tsukasa's reaction to that, because Tsukasa is not, he doesn't want like a more modern ways of doing things. People with money working on small people and all those things, that inequality. That's why he was so against Senku waking up the whole world. So when Ryusui mentioned that, and then his reaction, and then I'm forgetting the reporter's name, that taking Ryusui away and her warning him about not discussing, like her telling Ryusui to keep away from Tsukasa because it's not about that, and then Ryusui basically telling her that the money is just a way to bring people together to achieve their common goal, basically. And then you have Tsukasa there listening to it, basically letting him know that Ryusui is not about, I'm gonna get all this money because I want to be rich and all those things. That's not what Ryusui is about. Yes, money is, it's all about acquiring everything, but it's not so that he can trample on people, or make himself feel superior and all those things that Tsukasa hate. That's not what Ryusui is about. So when he was telling her that, and then you have Tsukasa also down there listening to it, I'm like, oh, okay, there's not gonna be any friction between those two. So yeah, and then they were also talking about them going around and waking up people. There are possibilities of waking up bad people as well, and that there may be some kind of conflict or something or other like that. And the Tsukasa said, no, there's not going to be any problem. No, there's not. And I'm like, wait, is it going to be threatening people? Because he's the strongest, right? And I'm like, maybe him going there. I mean, Gen did say that he was popular around the world or something or other. Is he just going to be using his popularity to get them to submit? Like, I don't know. I don't know how Tsukasa being there is not gonna it's gonna quell any kind of conflict. I guess we'll see how all that's gonna go. And then again bringing up the fact that they used Lillian's last song that was recorded to make the people of Tsukasa's army believe that the Americas were back, and now they are actually going to America. So it's like, yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 1 of season 4, the link is going to be in the pinned comment. So you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. I'll see you next time. Let's go get it. We are Bonafide. We are Ninja Turtles.